While presidential candidates battle through debates, dueling press releases, and stump speeches, their spouses also work, mostly behind the scenes, avoiding missteps, providing counsel, and riding the roller coaster of life on the campaign trail. We talked to three wives, a business owner and author whose husband is climbing the polls, Utah's former First Lady and mother of 7 whose husband is just trying to get noticed, and the current First Lady of Texas who's watched her husband fall from the top of the pack. How do you pray for your husband?
I pray for him to have strength and wisdom and for the right words to come out of his mouth and to be patient, because we're not on his timetable. We're on God's timetable.
Speaking of praying for the right words to come out, tell us what it's like for you, particularly sitting in the audience at the debate where your husband just could not think of the right words.
It's very, very painful. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't think of the word either. I'm sitting there going, what is that word? I froze in time just like him. You know, it was a very human moment. I think people really saw a human side of him, just like you and I are talking right now. The right word might have come out of our mouths. But if I could have remembered that word, I would have gone and put it in his mouth at that time.
During this challenging time, we learned the spouses often gain strength and encouragement from a place you might not expect, each other. Callista Gingrich shares a connection with Michelle Bachmann's husband, Marcus. They grew up in Wisconsin towns just 10 miles apart.
Now on the campaign trail, we're often seated next to each other at the debates, and we visit and we enjoy some Midwestern camaraderie.
Tell me about your friendship with Mary Kay and how that maybe has helped you get through all this.
Well, I think they're people that you're immediately drawn to. We both love our husbands. We're huge supporters of them. We have children who are involved. And she's a wonderful, strong, principled woman who believes in her husband and believes in her country. So am I.
We don't talk about policy. I never know what Rick is up to, and she doesn't know what John is up to, and we keep it that way. It's more about how we're feeling inside and what we need that day.
They belong to a sorority of sorts, sharing an experience that few can relate. All three women say the race has strengthened their faith.
I think you turn to it every day. Everything that happens, you feel that you need that in your life, that spiritual inner strength.
They also think it's important for Americans to see them on the campaign trail with their husbands.
In fact, just the other day I had an email from a 79-year-old woman in Iowa, and she said, one thing that I really like is that when I see you and your husband together, you truly love each other and you support each other.
Mary Kay Huntsman has followed her husband around the world through his career in public service. She says it's frustrating to watch perceptions about his record become reality. Some conservatives have called your husband moderate, even liberal. Is that a fair characterization of him?
Not at all. These people don't know him. He is, if you look on stage, all the candidates, he has always been conservative in his record. He's always been pro-life. He's always been pro-Second Amendment. He has been pro-growth. He's taken a very conservative state, Utah, to #1 in job creation, #1 as best managed state in the country when he was governor.
Newt Gingrich says it's Callista's calm, solid confidence that helped him get through the worst summer of his long political career.
I believe Newt has been preparing to do this his entire life. He has a proven record of national leadership and a thorough understanding of our American history and a genuine love of America. And I believe that he is the person best prepared to lead this country.
When she's not making the case for her husband, Callista runs the family business.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
And promotes her new patriotic children's book, Sweet Land of Liberty, alongside the book's main character, Ellis the elephant.
I love this country. I grew up in a very patriotic small town in the Midwest that didn't apologize for being American. And I would like to, going forward, see our young people feel proud to be an American, to appreciate the courage and the sacrifice that have gone before us, and to live that kind of life, to not be apologetic, that to know that this country is special and to understand why.
They've all considered how they'd play the influential role of First Lady. But for now, they're focusing on the daily campaign grind, finding ways to support their husbands and taking comfort in time.
You know, 60 to 70% of the voters in America haven't made their mind up. We're very early in this process.
Jennifer Wishon, CBN News.